Okay, I'm going to time our ignition module here. Our Dyna 2000 Ultima, whatever, same thing. Throw a custom tune in this for kickstart purposes. So I'm going to test out a new tool here. This company sent it to me. Whoever the hell these guys are. I guess you're supposed to get a contact this guy if you want one. Here, we'll give him free advertising. There you go, video it.
I'm going to contact that guy right there.
Not me.
Your buddy right there.
Oh, yeah?
My buddy too.
So anyway, this is a USB interface. Allows you to tune your modules. Dyna, they give you the free download, I think, to do the programming. So you have to buy a kit, but you do need this for a USB connection. So this guy here, which you didn't video yet, sent me this one for free to test, so we're testing it right now. But he didn't like my mountain of crap.
Oh, okay. So
He wanted me to be more compact.
hell yeah. That was nice of him.
So, only if it works.
Did you use the same one on a Sporty?
Well,
that last Sporty you did?
Well, the other one I had a big thing that's about this bigger, about that long, and about that big. Didn't work. So maybe this one works. We don't know. We have to test stuff to know if it works right. You know? I don't know what I did in my old one. I threw it away already. Who knows? Okay, so we need an interface. Actually, this one I don't know if you need an interface. Mine's different. Yeah, see, I have 4 wires on mine. So that'd be this one here. I'm not sure how that would work, though. Maybe I should read instructions.
When all else fails.
Why would I want to do that? It's no fun doing that. Yeah, we don't have no hot wire feeding into this. I'm not sure how they work it. And it's terrible. You make this twice. I've had to look at instructions today. It's terrible.
They're sure a nuisance.
Well, we got a big website. They got. I guess that's why they do it. Good pictures. That's all I needed was pictures the whole time. Okay, so we got a black for a ground, we got a green for attack, and we got a bows. Okay, that's pretty easy to hook up. I don't know how that's going to power it though. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Worst we can do is blow it up, right?
That's right.
I could read this, I ain't got time. Here, you can read it. I wonder if I'm doing anything wrong.
I can't read.
Oh, okay, well there you go. Alright, it'll teach you to send stuff we don't know how to use. First thing is my computer going to recognize I did anything. Ooh, it's got fancy lights over there. I'm not sure what that means. Here's another one right here we got to deal with. Okay, which color did I use? I have black, green, and white. Okay, here's white. And we got green and violet. Okay, that's all we need for stripping. Okay, white we don't connect, I guess. We don't have a connection for it. Okay, we got a green one right here. doesn't work very good.
Need a new clip.
I need a new clip. I need to get rid of this stupid insulation is the problem. These are... Let me fix these.
You bend them.
I think I got too much heat in it. Guess we shorted out one too many times.
Oh,
Oh, what a little maple leaf clip that is. Jeez. Yeah, I fixed it. What color are we going to? Violet. Look at it, works like a champ now. So make sure those don't touch each other down there. It's probably important.
yeah,
Okay.
I'd say so.
And we got a ground, so it's got to come way back up here. So I guess we got to lay this on top of my computer. That gives me more of a chance to short something out. If we don't run a risk of shorting something out, it's no fun. Okay, so this one here is going to go to the ground. Like that. Give it to our battery. Ground on that. Okay, we're looking good now.
Well, how does that exactly program from the computer? What?
Carefully.
Huh?
Carefully.
No, what does a computer do to that though? What?
Reprograms it.
Oh, okay.
It's a computer chip in there or something. Okay. Need that. You go over here, programs, where they're at. Actually, it's right there because I used it recently. Dyna 2000 HD. You can download that maybe for free. This pops up, Curve Maker. You got timing curves, diagnostic, and configure. Okay, so if this hooks up correctly, we'll be able to download something off of this and see it. Now, if it fries my computer, we know I hooked it up wrong, and then it wasn't worth putting this on my bike or on the thing. Okay, where's my hot wire? Okay, see the lights on? We got juice. Make sure these aren't touching each other anywhere over here. That's kind of important. And we do a download. Obviously, it's communicating, so it looks like this tool is working.
So far, so good.
So hit OK. Popped up 6,000 RPM rev limiter, and it's never been run, so it's all 0, 0, 0, 0s. So it's got a 6,000 rev limiter built into it now, which is probably where the spot switches are on. Now, once I put a custom program in here, these switches aren't going to do anything. They're none. Done. See, it disables program. When you put program, it disables switches. So now we go over to your timing curve. We go find you a curve you want to run. What kind of bike you got?
Harley?
You're going to run a Vos switch, right?
Right.
Okay. And we got high compression, so we don't want to be running a ton of ignition lead in it.
And the 9.5 to 1s are...
Yeah, it's pretty high. It's a lot more than 8.5. So we're going to want to change to something more retarded a little bit. So this is my 35-degree lead with a Vos switch. And we can back that down on the plate, retard it in the window a little bit to cut the timing back a little more. So that opens that curve up. So that pops up my curve. And then we go from there. Okay, you want to do what, 6,000, 6,800? Yeah, you're good at 6,800. If you over-rev that, you'll be done. Okay, we're in single fire mode, 0 start revs, 0 offset rear cylinder. We got 35 degrees of lead going into it. We got 40 with the Vos. And this is my kickstart deal. So the idle speed, we're going to have almost 24 degrees of lead in this thing. So send that over to the module. Okay.
That's pretty cool the way it works.
Diagnostic. Do a download. This should go to 6,800 if it's in there now. Okay. Change to 6800.
Okay,
So now I know it's in there. So that's it. We're done.
that's slick. Quick and easy.
So their fancy tool there worked. A lot better than my other one. So this is the company here that sent me the thing. So if you want to get your own, look them up. And maybe we'll read the instructions one day.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't need to read no instructions. What's the worst thing that could happen? I could burn up the module and burn up my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth reading instructions for
Nah,
that.
shit no.
That's just not even worth it. We don't care about that kind of stuff. Okay, I get rid of all these damn leads now. Okay, I need a module. Here, I got a module left. That's all I need is a module. Okay, let's go over and play with timing. I'll get to install this module.
Want me to bring the battery over?
No, I don't need a battery. Or do I need a battery? Oh, I guess I do need a battery. Well, not right now. Okay, so here's our module. Yeah, you want me to put power to it out the module.
You might want to chase those threads
On what?
in the cone.
Where are they bad?
Well, I remember they were a little tight, and that's why I brought that tap over.
No, I don't remember. What's this tap?
That's it.
Okay, well first let's get this thing timed up.
Okay.
Okay, in the last video I already put it to where I was near TDC right now. So now we got, see the piston is pretty much right there. It's on the compression stroke of that hole. So somewhere in here there should be a hot, damn it's bright. Top front. Okay, now we have a lot of compression in this motor, so I'm going to go ahead and retard this curve a little bit. So I'm going to kick you back to right about there, which is about 3 degrees retarded. Because it's 4 degrees from the center of the window to the edge of the thread. And if you put it behind the thread, it's 5 degrees. So that's about 3 degrees retarded. So that means instead of being 35 degrees, we're going to be at 33 degrees, 32 degrees, 32 degrees. Stock is 30 degrees, I think, on the S&S flywheels. So we'll be close. Okay, get it out of there so we don't hit it. So we're on the compression stroke, and we're on the TDC mark, more or less. Okay, now you said these are bad threads in here?
Yeah, I remember we tried them, they were a little tight, so that's why I brought that tap so you could just chase them.
Is it even the right thread?
Yeah.
You sure?
It said it was whatever size you said it was, I brought.
I don't know.
I can't even read what it says on there.
Can't read it. Well, how do you know it's right?
Because you don't have it over here, so I can't see it. That's why I can't read it.
You have to have it over there so you can read it. So this is the brand new cover, right?
Yeah.
So you think the new cover has bad chrome threads?
No, I think you said they were a little tight, that's why.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised it's got chrome in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's the right thread.
You definitely had a little burr on the first thread. Once you went through it, it got easy. Now you gotta make sure you stop before you bottom out and break it off.
That'd be real fun.
It probably piss me off slightly. I might make a comment or two.
And have you broken off a tap inside there?
I've broken lots of taps. I don't know if I've actually broken one inside of a cone cover, but
Yeah, well, I know you've broken a lot of taps inside there.
especially in Sportster single-cylinder race bike flywheels. I like breaking those.
Yeah, but those are big mothers.
Yeah, I don't screw around. I break a tap, I break a tap.
With these little dinky ass taps.
You can't throw at least a couple 100 foot-pounds of torque in there. It ain't worth it. Okay. You know, this is not my machine shop area over here. This is the assembly area.
Yeah.
So naturally we're doing machine work over here.
Well, I don't think you want to carry it over there.
I've been known to do that. Nice sharp edge on that thing. Let's be getting close. Yeah, we're down. Your tail's bent.
Keep that for future use.
Now I can do the next one now.
Yeah.
And it is a bottoming tap too, it looks like. Okay, now I need something to grab me that airline down there. Okay. First you blow it in here. And you blow the hole out. Come out that. So you only bomb a hole and blow out, it gets all the chips out of the inside of the hole. There you go, you can hold it up. Alright.
And let me get to the little hold down.
Pin screws?
Yeah.
You lost them?
Nope, they're just inside this box.
Yeah, it's the other box.
Or in there.
Should be in that box there, the ignition stuff, you would think.
I could have sworn I saw them in here. I may be wrong, but we'll see.
Someplace, I know that.
There they are, folks.
Ooh, that looks like two of them. Good thing, we need two of them.
Two's better than one.
Yep. Oh, look at that. They even go in the can program. Look at that. She's almost like they're made to go in there. This one's a little tighter. The other one in by hand, but yeah, this one's a little, it's like a locking thread. A little tension on it. Looks good. Whose cup are we using? Ooh, that's one of the S&S crane parts.
Yeah, because you said the cup that came with the module's junk, so I want nothing but the best for the motor.
Yeah, I've had 3 of those Ultima cups.
Well, what's bad about the ones that come with them in the cup?
I assume they're too brittle because they keep breaking.
No shit.
There's 3 of them broken now.
Is that a USA-made cup?
What, this one?
Yeah.
It's made by S&S. It's crane stuff. It was packaged in 14, so you tell me.
Oh, yeah.
It says right there, quality service parts from Volola Twins, which is S&S's name. See, it's crane, obsolete, they're gone. Volola Twins, they dumped that name, didn't work. Back to S&S.
Made in China.
So, who knows? You got chips all over my assembly area. Where do all the chips come from?
This ain't no machine shop area.
Okay, now, this here goes on into your cam. Little titty goes in that groove right there, where it's supposed to go anyway. Looks good. Okay, this is our screw. Appears to have a star washer on there, which basically doesn't really do a lot. Now, if you put Loctite on the screw, when it breaks off, it'll be very, very hard to get back out. So it's best if you do not Loctite that screw.
I've had the bolt break off before on the old points thing.
I broke
Yeah,
one
long
off, my
skinny
race
bolt.
bike broke off in there. It took a while to get it out. It was fun.
Yeah, when mine broke off, fortunately, I was able to just back it out by hand. But
Yeah, I was trying to start the bike up for a show, and we did a couple farts, and then we never farted again. Yeah, those threads feel like crap. So the crane and the crane parts don't like each other. Okay, we're in a groove. See your pop in there?
mm-hmm.
You hold it in the groove, because that's what times it. It also keeps it from rotating. Okay, once you get it in there, then you go ahead and torque it a little bit. How about
Just
that?
before you snap it off.
Well, you try to snap it as best you can.
Yeah.
A little tight right in there, but it seems to be in there. All right, where's our ignition module? Okay, here's our ignition module. This goes through that hole right there. Now we got to try to poke this through there. That's really hard to do on the Sports because it's a small hole. This one's so big it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, you see the little adjustment area right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's where this V is, so it doesn't go in this way, it goes in this way. Now you always want to make sure you got some extra amount of wire sticking up here to be able to use later. Oh, it fits right in there. Great. Here, some of the parts are a little unfriendly with each other. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to go together.
So tap. That's all you need.
Yeah, well, it's loose once it's in there, that's all that matters. If it was tight when it's all in there, we'd have a problem. Okay, it doesn't appear to be binding on anything, so that's a plus. This one you gotta be careful about not knocking a wire off. Okay, run until you touch. About there, and you back it off just a little bit. Do the same thing on this one. Not quite free enough. Okay, I can move it pretty easily now. Yeah, precision fit. Nice. That is definitely American quality there, let me tell you. All right. Now you want me to actually time this now, you said.
Yep.
Okay, you retard it all the way back. And then you lock the screws down a little bit. But first we gotta get power to it. So I need a bunch of stuff that we left on the floor, like a battery and jumper wires and stuff like that to make it work. Okay, so here is our battery. We need a lot of stuff to hook up to make this work. So, we need a ground. That appears to be a ground. We need a hot wire. You want to make sure these things do not touch anything that won't make them contact each other, because they will go arc, arc, arc.
And fry the module.
And the module will be gone before you can say, oh shit. Most likely you wouldn't even do it. You wouldn't even know it did it. It just won't work. Okay, so we got that one's over there. And you take that one and put it some other part of the rag. Now this is going to be hot, so you want to make sure it's another part of the rag. And we have a thing that goes arc arc. See that?
Yep.
Alright. Now you go back and forth and you find your sweet spot in there where the light just goes off. See, it goes off about there. See how the up and down you got there?
Mm-hmm.
See, if you go up and down, you can go on and off. See, by just going up and down. So I go back a little bit, put a little tension on that, like that. And then a small screwdriver, which I can bring up. Bring a couple different screwdrivers so we know which one we're going to use. Just rotate it until it goes out. See, the first thing it does, it goes up the top of the hole.
And you rotate it clockwise?
Yes. So once the plate quits going up, it'll actually start to rotate now, see? And you just go nice and slow until it goes off. A little bigger screwdriver. Oop. A little bit too fast, see? Off. Lock that sucker down.
And that's it.
If you want to check it, you're over here. I'm doing my cranker. I back the motor up. Light's going to come on.
Okay, it's on.
Okay, then you just bump the crank over there. Switch sides here.
There's a lot of glare right there.
Just keep bumping on it till the light goes out. Right there, the light went out. Take the nodule juice off and burn it up. And then you rotate it around. And you look to see what you got. Should be right where we want it to be. Okay, this one here looks like it's firing early for some reason. See, it's toward the back of the hole instead of the front of the hole. That is not where we want it to be. That's a pretty big error.
You want to retard it.
Yeah, that's a pretty big error. I don't know why it's so far off. That is nowhere near where it was supposed to be. We had that thing way up over here. There's so many nicks and stuff on there, it's hard to tell where it is, but the two little dots between the TF is the top. Okay, so that is not very accurate timing if it moves like that. That's pretty crappy, actually. So, don't understand why it's not repeating better than that. That's pretty damn horrible. On my race bike, I never do anything until it does it 3 times in a row the same. That's the only time I consider it timed. You'll get a whole bunch of times where it does 2 times in a row the same, and the third one will be different.
Yeah.
So I just keep doing until I do it the same each time. So that is there. I'm barely going past when I time it, but obviously.
Oh, it went on again. Oh.
Right there. Check it again. See what we got this time. That's where it's supposed to be, see?
Okay.
Toward the front of the hole a little bit.
Yeah.
When you look straight in, it's toward the front.
Right. Well,
So that's right where I want it to be.
I'll check it one more time.
So I don't know what happened the other time. Yeah, we can check it again. You just back it up just a little bit like that. Power up to it.
The light's on.
Light should be on, right?
The light's on.
You just tap this thing just a little bit. There it goes.
There it goes.
Hook it.
Right where we want it.
Yeah, right toward the front.
Cool.
Okay, so now you know where it is there. Like that.
And you tighten the shit out of it.
Back over here. I already torqued it, I thought. Yeah, I already torqued it. Now, a lot of times I'll take a felt tip pin,
Yeah, and mark it.
one that has this fine tip on it. That's not real fine, but it's finer than nothing. And down here where the adjustment slot is at, I'll try to make a mark that lines up. So see the mark in there? See it?
Yeah, get your finger out of the way. Yep.
So that gives you an idea of roughly where you're at. So that way you're stuck on the side of the road,
So you can.
this thing all comes loose and broken free, you can stick it in there and put it in there in that same spot, and it should be within 5 degrees.
Cool.
So you can start it, get your butt home without a problem. Now you got to figure out how much of this wire you want hanging out. I like having a little bit extra in here.
Okay. Let me get that little clip for you that
So I usually do it like this.
Oh, okay.
That way I got a lot of extra wire in here. That way if something happens over here and you run out of wire, you can go ahead and pull out. You got 3 more inches sitting here if you absolutely had to have it. That little clip you got, we're going to put on this screw right here.
I think
to
it's
hold this in
right.
here.
Here, go ahead. I think it's in there.
No, it's in the other box. You just have a retaining clamp here.
What is it?
But we might have to have a longer screw to use it too, I'm not sure.
Could have sworn it was in the same box as the module.
It's not in there now. Unless they dumped it out.
You might have.
I think it was in here was this. This is not in there. Alright, well either way, we'll wind up a little retention thing there.
Okay.
Get all the stuff off the battery so you don't have a chance of shorting it out. So these are pretty easy to do on the bench. Doesn't take much to do them. So you can do all this stuff at home, make up your own curves, figure out what you want. You only have a 40-degree window to work in, so that's all you can do is plus 40. The rev limiters get up to 12.4 though, 12,400 RPM, so works good on my race bike. The Twin Tech only goes to 9,900, which I only got 9850 out of before it shut my ignition off, so I didn't like that. I don't like being limited to only 10,000 RPM on my Harley. So. So I took that out and put a Dan in it. Okay, tighten that down a little bit. It's good to go. So all I need is put 2 spark plugs in here so it seals it up. We don't want them flinging all over the place. Didn't I grab you a couple plugs? Did you lose
Yep, they're in the box.
What box?
The box behind.
There's all kinds of stuff missing here.
Yeah. Fucking clip go. Look in there. It should.
Here, I found some spark plugs.
Yeah.
Here, pull those out and see the gap is on those.
You don't see that little clip down in there?
No. Just a coil down here. With your clip.
Yeah, there's a clip. See.
Have your coil.
Wow.
You can move these jumpers out of the way before you break them. Usually when you stand on your jumper cable, it breaks the clips. Okay, here's the custom wire clamp we got. So that goes over here. Should go right next to that bolt head. If it fits.
Might need a longer bolt, like you said.
Maybe. Maybe not. Here's the bolt was tight. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, we got a 1/2 inch to work with. Can't use the washer. So that gains you a little bit. Yeah, you still got almost 3/8 of an inch. That's enough. You had to grind that out to make room for the cable. So. You got to figure out where you want your cable to be, how much slack you want in there,
That's about right.
and where you want it to point to.
That's fine right there.
You know, that's going to change when you tighten it, see. So if you want to be there, you got to start in here, see. And see, then it's going to stay right there, which is not what you want it to be. So. Yeah.
That's fine.
Right through there, right down through there.
That's fine right there.
I don't think so. I don't like it there.
All right.
There we go. I like it right there. Much better. All right, that keeps that in there where it belongs, and we wound up having the washer took out, so stick that in the box with oil over there for you.
You got a flat, plain chrome point cover?
No, I use those domed ones, those ones I
What, you
like.
got any?
Maybe.
I don't know. Might as well button that on.
I don't have it right this second.
Huh?
I don't have one in my right this
Oh,
minute.
wow.
I was going to go over here and work on the ignition side.
Okay. Well,
So we use NGK plugs, because I hate Champions. Only because they suck.
can you say they're pretty much pre-gapped already?
Yeah, there's a gap in there.
Yeah.
How much gap you want?
Whatever it calls for that particular plug.
Forget year and model?
We'll say 79 Frankenstein.
The ignition's not for 79 though. Okay, we take a little bit of anti-seize. Work on that. Okay, here's our silver dollar gapper. Appears you're at 42. Appears you're about 36.
So you say around 36?
Yeah, I don't like them up at 38 to 42 like Harley does. 35 is good, 36 is good. That's close enough. A couple thou one way or the other ain't gonna make no difference. I've never noticed any power difference between 35 and 42 or whatever hell number you want. Now this here you want to put it only on the threads toward the bottom, halfway down or more. You want to have that first 2-3 threads with nothing on them. That way it doesn't get inside the spark plug. Because if you put this in your spark plug gap, electrode's over there,
Yeah, it's going to run kind of funny.
it probably won't run at all.
Well, kind of, or one cylinder if you don't get them on both.
Well, if you don't do it equally.
Yeah.
If you do it equally, it won't run on either one. Okay, then you got to torque these in.
You know, you can just leave them hand tight for now because I'm going to be turning the motor over.
So I always collapse the plug down all the way.
Okay.
And then I come back and get a little extra on there. That's the gap. That's how much torque I use. Whether that's what torque you want to run or not, that's up to you. Some guys don't collapse the washers down. I always do.
Well, that ain't very tight then.
They probably have some theory you're supposed to maybe not do that. I don't know. I read somewhere that if you don't torque them, they come loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I just torque them. Takes care of that problem. So now nothing gets in here. No dirt, no water.
Yeah.
We're sealed here. It's up to you to keep the crap out of here.
Yeah.
And your oil lines are open over here. And this here is hanging here in the way. So usually what I do is I take this and wrap it around here. Give it a couple laps through here to get it up out of the way a little bit. That way you can actually make it out to the vehicle without tripping on it when it hits the floor and cause you to trip and drop the motor on the floor, and I have to rebuild the motor again and break the cases. Luckily that hasn't happened yet. I've had a couple guys trip and we haven't hit the ground yet hard yet.
Oh, shit.
That'd be a little bit harder. Now you want a cover that goes on this?
Yeah.
You have to go find
The
something.
gasket's laying in the
Gaskets? We're
well,
doing gaskets now? Jesus Christ.
cover gasket for it.
You want everything. Look, it's nice and clean. I like how it looks in here.
Hell yeah, me
You
too.
like this part. I like this part.
I like the whole damn thing.
There you go. All right, this one's pretty well done.
Yeah.
So that's how they're supposed to look. So,
It looks better than it ever did,
so
if I say so myself.
like I said, it's got a nice, good port flow in there. Look, I can see the valve all the way in there, just like you're supposed to be able to see.